Just gonna wait for people to show up. Hi, everybody. Colt says hi. He is impatiently waiting to eat. How's everybody doing? Colt has great self-control. He's more not wanting to wait right now. He is whining and shivering. I don't know if you can see him shiver, but when he's really excited to eat, he starts shivering. He's a funny dog. Colt, look. Just wait. Come here. Look. Come here. I'm gonna do a few things with him until we get enough viewers to feed him. Come. Look. Go bound. Yes. Colt, go bound. Yes. Go bound. Yes. What a good boy. Sit. Sit pretty. Stay. Oh my gosh, sit pretty. Hey, don't be inappropriate. Sit pretty. He's being crazy. Now stop. Go bound. Go bound. Do your dogs get this excited to eat? Go bound. Go bound. Yes. Colt, come. Turn. Go back. No, turn. Hey, hey, hey. Come here. Back. Turn. Hey! Colt! Back. I know you're excited, but you need to listen still. Back. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. The shadow's right there. Okay, come here. Heel. Heel. Yes. Look. Go around. Yes. Go around. Listen to my voice. Go around. He is so excited he's not listening. Hey, come on. Here. Colt is magnificent, clearly. Colt. Okay, he is normally. He's just being a butt right now. Are you ready to eat? Is everybody ready for him to eat? Because he's super impatient right now. Doesn't even want to listen because he's so hungry. He fasted yesterday, so he is out of his mind wanting to eat his food. Leave it. Sit. Yes, let the baby eat. Okay, I will let him eat. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you for the puppy. Thank you for all these wonderful people. Please help us have a wonderful day and everybody to be safe. In Jesus' name, amen. He barks when he's excited. Go ahead, eat your food. I was going to do a turkey today. Ended up just doing a chicken because the turkey didn't thaw out enough, which this is frozen as well, but the turkeys are way harder for him to eat if they're frozen solid, so I decided to just go with the chicken again instead of a turkey. So he's gonna eat his chicken. Chicky. Do your dogs like chicken? That crunching sound is so satisfying. kind of in a shadow. He's a contortionist. Oh my. If you guys want to get notified about lives or recently posted videos, make sure you click that bell by the subscribe button. And it will notify you as soon as a video is uploaded or if we're doing a live. And yeah, because I don't want you guys to miss out if you want to see something. Also, we've been doing lives on Instagram. I've been uploading them on YouTube, but I might not always do that. So if you want, go follow Colt on Instagram so that you can get notified for his lives on there as well. It's the same name everywhere, service.colt. So he's easy to find. Does he have any problems with the bones? Ashley, no, he does not. Animals can eat raw bones. It's a problem when they're cooked or smoked or any type of cooked. This is part of his normal diet. He doesn't eat regular dog food or kibble or anything. So if you don't know much about a raw diet, this is what it could look like. He does whole prey and does like a Frankenstein type diet where it's a bunch of different things mixed together, as long as it's balanced. So he's trained not to hold it with his paws because the bacteria in raw meat could be transferred to his feet, and then whatever he touches with his feet, it could transfer that. So like if he gets up on the couch or something. So he's just trained not to hold it with his feet. If he does touch it, I pay attention the entire time he eats. You should always watch your dog when they eat, but I like to be involved anyway, holding his food and hand feeding him and stuff like that. It just helps with you know, temperament if you do that from when they're younger, and helps them to understand where the food comes from. Like my hand is the one that feeds him, so but yeah, I'm not really grossed out by the raw. I don't normally wear a glove or anything, but with fish I normally wear a glove just because it grosses the smell stays on my skin for a long time. It grosses me out. So that's the only issue. That's why I wear a glove. Now this is frozen, so it's freezing. So I kind of wish I was wearing a glove, but it's okay. Cold is worth it. I will freeze my fingers for you. Oh my goodness. So has anybody else seen our lives on Instagram? Have you guys seen them, or did you guys watch them when I upload them on YouTube? I have. I love them. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are liking them. I just know that so many people are curious about his raw diet and how he eats and stuff like that. So you guys can ask as many questions as you want. I'll answer the best I can. Oh, gosh. He is strong. Why do I feed him a raw diet? Well, a raw diet is a very healthy diet for a dog. Obviously, there's dangers just like there are with anything else if you do it wrong. So obviously you should know everything there is to know about it, have accurate information, go to good sources, don't just take random advice from YouTube or stuff like that. So yeah, you should have a lot of information, but a raw diet is really healthy and it's what's natural for a dog. You know, dogs are descendants from wolves, and if you think about it, coyotes and wolves and all wild dogs eat meat, including raw bones, including organs, including everything on the animal. So it's just what's natural. Of course, dogs are more domesticated now, but it doesn't mean that they're not carnivorous and that meat is not healthy for them. But of course, you have to take, like I said, precautions to make sure it's done right and safely. So that's why there's certain, oh my goodness, he's so strong. That's why there's certain precautions that we take. Like, he doesn't touch it with his paws. He doesn't lick or kiss anybody for hours after he eats. He just sits and rests after he eats because after eating a big meal, dogs can get bloat or twist their stomachs and stuff. And so he rests after eating. Of course, I wash my hands thoroughly. The floor in the house is bleached after he eats. If he's eating inside the house, and his bowl is bleached after his meals. So we take a lot of precautions. As long as it's done right, it's really healthy and what's natural for a dog. But just some of the benefits that I've seen with Colt is he has a silkier, smoother coat, which, I mean, he's been on it since he was very young, but just in general, more than other dogs, he has a silkier, smoother coat, and he's very shiny. I don't know if you can see how shiny he is. Go ahead. He's confused. He's like, why are you standing up? But yeah, he's very shiny and very silky and smooth. He doesn't really need his teeth brushed or anything. Like, it's like a natural teeth brushing when he's gnawing on food to chew it up. I do brush his teeth occasionally if they need it. I always keep an eye out on him. It's not like it's a cure-all. But he also has less frequent poops. Like, he probably poops like twice a day at the most, and they're a quarter of the size of other dogs his size, because there's less waste in his poop because he's using all the meat. You know, there's not as much waste in his body. And his poop actually doesn't smell compared to other people's dog poop. They'll be walking with us on the trail or whatever, and their dog will go to the restroom in the distance, and like the breeze will blow and you will smell it instantly. And Colt can go to the bathroom right in front of you and you won't be able to smell it like that. So it's completely different. It's also hard, pretty much like a hard as a rock, so you don't step on it and it doesn't get squished up into your shoe. It's also poop that it goes back into the ground after 2 or 3 days. It turns into white powder, and pretty much just disintegrates back into the ground. It's not poop that your yard will be cluttered with little bombs. Wow, that chicken has a lot of fat in there. It goes back into the ground, so you don't have to go out and clean up your yard once a week or once a month or whatever you choose to do, because it will just go back into the ground after a few days. Colt, get up. There you go. And I'm trying to think of some other things for you. Just overall, his digestive health is really good. Everything about him, he's very healthy. He goes to the vet every 6 months. Just, you know, he's my service dog, so to keep him healthy and happy, he goes to the vet every 6 months for his checkup instead of annually. He goes biannually. And if he needs anything, he goes back to the vet. I don't know if you guys saw, but he had a boo-boo recently. It was just a really small thing. But I take him to the vet anyway, and I know that may sound like it's excessive where I'm like, you know, babying him or anything, but it's just because he's my service dog. I want to always make sure that he doesn't get an infection or have some kind of something that is bothering him from working. I don't want to work him if he's not up to it. Obviously, I'm not going to work him if he's hurt. So I always go and get him cleared, get him treated, make sure that everything's good with his health. And he he is really trying to rip it out of my hand. Amen. My service dog eats fruits and veggies. Does he only eat fruit and veggies? Is that what you're saying? No, Colt does not eat fruits and veggies. Dogs don't need fruits and veggies. Of course, there are health benefits from them. Like Colt will get, you know, every once in a while I'll be cooking or something and I'll give him a carrot and he'll just eat it on the floor in the kitchen. Because, you know, carrots are good for eyesight and stuff like that, but it's not a necessity. Dogs are carnivorous. No matter what way you put it, they are carnivorous. You can look up that information, and they don't need it. To be balanced and to be healthy, they do not need veggies and fruit. But there are good bonuses to them, just like us taking vitamins, multivitamins and stuff. There are good bonuses, but dogs cannot actually digest them properly. So it needs to be like pureed and stuff depending on what it is. So I hope that answers the question. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. How have your seizures been? Is it Christy? Thank you, Christy, for asking. My health has been pretty much average the last month or so. I've been doing amazing, and then it kind of went back to being the way that it is, but that's how it is with the brain injury. It just decides what it wants to do that day. So I'm doing good. I still have seizures, but there's, you know, certain types of seizures that take it out of you more than others, and sometimes you have worse seizures that day or longer seizures or whatever. So it really just depends on the day, but I'm doing good. Colt's doing great. He always helps me so much and takes care of me, and I'm very blessed to have him. So I'm doing great. Go ahead. Eat your food. He might be done eating. It's always up to him whether he wants to eat or not. Just like I said, he fasted yesterday. He just chose not to eat, and that's just up to him. Just like in the wild, dogs will eat as they... Colt, eat your food. Are you done? You done? But yeah, in the wild, dogs will hunt and eat their food. And... Okay. I guess he wants to eat more. Dogs will, you know, eat as they get food, and sometimes they won't eat for days or whatever. So it's natural for him to have a chance for his digestive system just to rest and not really do anything. And it's always up to him. After he's done eating something, if he wants more, I'll give him more. So it's really up to him. If he doesn't want to eat, he doesn't want to eat. If he wants to eat more, then I'll give him more. So it's all his choice. Is anyone here from Europe? I have no idea. Is anybody here from Europe? It's really cool. Colt, don't touch your paw. Come on. It's gotten to the point where it's really hard for me to hold it for him. So he's just gonna have to figure it out on his own. I'm here from Canada. That is awesome. Canada and Europe. Where else is everybody from? I mean, where? Yes, where else is everybody from? Romania, that's really cool. I'm here in the US. USA. Does anybody else feed raw to their animals as a diet or just a snack as well? Australia, very cool. From West Palm Beach, Florida. Florida sounds nice right now. We just had a huge snowstorm yesterday, but as you can see, there's no snow left on the ground. So it is warming up and it's melting, but it's very cold and windy. You do feed raw. I do occasionally. My mom won't let me feed my dog raw. Well, you know, raw is very hard to do. It takes a lot of time and it costs a lot of money too. So it's understandable if you can't do raw or can't afford it. Colt, leave it. Go get that trash. Yes. Go get that trash. Come. There you go. Okay. He's like, dang it, you interrupt my meal just to make me go pick up trash. I know. Always working. Always working. What a good boy. Sit back. You're getting grass all over it. Yummy. Amen. So do you guys have any raw feeding questions? Any thing you want to talk about, ask? I'm really bad with saying names, so I'll just say hi to your son without trying to say his name because I know I'm going to say it wrong. Colt, come here. Eat your food. If you're done, you're done. I want to know for sure if you're done because this is not that much left. Are you still hungry? Are you done? Are you hungry? I think he's done, guys. It's all up to him. Why don't you go smell around or something? You're like standing in my bubble. Go. How old is he? Colt is 4.5. Yeah, he'll be 5 in May. Colt, hey. What breed is Colt? Colt is a Weimaraner lab, an English lab to be specific. He came from a breeder. He was specifically mixed, just like some dogs, like Labradoodles and stuff, are mixed. They were a mixing breeder because of the fact that they're both such great working lines that they had wanted to, you know, breed good working pups from, with the traits, the very awesome traits of both breeds. I am very happy with both breeds that I have. Labs have always been great temperaments and just amazing character dogs. And then there's the Weimaraner, who's really good working drive, and he's just all around great. I got really lucky with him, so I'm glad he's the breed that he is. Some people say raw bones are bad to feed. Is that true? You know, it could be dangerous if you feed weight-bearing bones, just because they're so strong that dogs can break their teeth if they're very adamant to eat it. Some dogs like have a very high food drive or gobbling issues when they eat, and weight-bearing bones would be dangerous for that, obviously. But no, it's not normally dangerous, no. So regular bones, like inside the chicken and all that, like weight-bearing bones would be like the weight-bearing bones on like a cow, the knuckles and stuff like that would be too strong for a dog to chew on, unless, like, Colt is very, he's not a gobbler at all, and he's very gentle when he eats and stuff. He chews it up really well and stuff like that, so I never worry about, I don't know, maybe he came back for seconds. So I never worry about Colt because I know his habits and I know how he is. I do watch him every single time he eats, and I'm always involved, like I hold his food for him or whatever. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. What do you feed when traveling? That's a good question. When I'm in the hospital, or say I'm incapacitated in the hospital, like, yes, Colt can be in the hospital with me, but if I'm intubated or something, I'm incapacitated and I can't watch him, then obviously he's not going to be with me in the hospital. And so he actually will stay with somebody or whatever, and most of the time that's my friend JC, but there are many people that help out and watch him and stuff. But most of the time I just give them a brand of dehydrated, or, oh my gosh, I'm totally lost the word right now, dehydrated or freeze-dried, sorry, a good brand that we like, and I give that to them to feed because it's much easier, and I don't really expect them to do raw for me. That would just be hard on them. JC already does raw, so she does raw for Colt when she does watch him. But when I'm in the hospital, it's the same thing. I have a good brand of dehydrated or freeze-dried food that we go to, because it's semi-shelf stable, and it's easy, and it's not raw, so that there's no bacteria or whatever when we're in the hospital. And also, if I'm traveling, it's the same thing. Colt doesn't have a very sensitive stomach, so he doesn't like get an upset tummy or anything when he transitions. So that's the only reason that it's been so easy and fine with us. But yeah, there's times where I have to do that, and it's just basically the next best thing, and I'm totally fine with doing that for him. And sometimes it's like a must, especially when I'm not doing so good, because raw is very Raw is very hard to put together and get ready and all of that. So I think he's done eating, so I'm just gonna wait. Colt, come on. Honest Kitchen is a really good brand. We don't personally do it, but it is a good brand. Hey, here, get that trash. Yes, up. Let's go. Get it up. There you go. Good job. Okay, go. Come on. You're gonna go see the water? There's some ducks down here. They're very cute. Cute little ducks. Oh my goodness. Oh, that hill is crazy. Colt, stay. So cute. Look at the duckies. Wow, that's crazy. There's a shopping cart that got washed down by the snow melt. That's wild. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm probably gonna have to go. I'm getting really shaky, so I think my blood sugar's really low. So I'm gonna have to go inside and wash my hands and test and see if that's why I'm shaking. Come on, Colt. But yeah, it was really fun, guys. I'm glad that you wanted to come and watch him eat. I always enjoy watching him eat. It's really fun for me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. It's been a long day and I feel tired and, you know, gotta check my blood sugar. So, yep. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I hope you like this. Maybe we can do a Q&A live sometime, where you guys ask questions on a video previously. If you guys think that's a good idea, we'll try and do that. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.